Hello everyone, this is Cliff. Welcome back to our Let's Play of Dark Souls 2. Now, I remembered that in the Iron Keep, that merchant actually sold a fragrant branch of yours. So what I want to do is use it on this guy. Now, be aware this guy is an enemy, so don't think he's going to be grateful for you unpetrifying him. So, that wasn't good. I wasn't quite quick enough. Oh well. Alright. So I think I've actually got most of this Lion Warrior set from just killing these Lion Warriors. But this opens up this treasure chest I told you about in the last video. And that will give you the mage set and another fragrant branch of yours. So that's kind of a no cost treasure chest to get to. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna head back up here. Now, off camera I did a little bit of grinding back in the Iron Keep, and I was able to up my vitality enough to be able to equip this Black Knight halberd, and I had a lot of Twinkling Titanite, so I was able to upgrade it. The only other, I think that's it as far as stuff that you've missed. I'm obviously going to change this covetous gold serpent ring to a spell quartz ring because this boss up ahead does use spells. Let's see, I think that's about it. Oh, the Lion Warriors, I just wanted to point this out, will drop these Triclops snake troche. It temporarily boosts petrify resistance. That can be actually pretty helpful in certain areas because there are dogs actually in one area that can petrify you, and pretty quickly, because dogs attack in groups and they attack pretty quickly. So let's still got flash sweat on. That's not great, but let's go ahead and enter this mist. And this boss is right here. She's gonna cast magic at first. And then once she's attacked, she will appear. Now, these stone steps right here are actually a pretty good place to be because they prevent her from being able to. She has kind of a charge attack. It's got through everything. That was stupid. I hate that. If you've played Dark Souls, the first Dark Souls, you know what that is. And she does combo it with a tail swipe that will kill off your stamina. That kind of sucks. That was stupid on my part. Okay, when she goes underground, she has the tendency to want to pop out and do some kind of like weird, funky attack. But if you're standing on this stone, she can't do it. I think there's some more over there. So far so good. I just want to keep stamina up. That's kind of part and parcel of any boss fight, is to keep your stamina as high as it can. Now that attack does do a fair amount of damage, but it's pretty easily avoided. She's going to do a 2-spear attack like that. That's pretty easily avoided. And that's actually pretty easily avoided if you actually have your shield up. Her attacks track fairly well, especially considering I would consider her a large boss. Oh, I almost got in trouble that time. So she's almost done, and because she did that, there, she is done. So again, not too terrible a boss fight. Especially if you stay close. If you get further away, she starts to use various sorcery attacks, and that can kind of be iffy if you don't have the defense. Now, in order to get this item, you have to have her ram into this. She can actually, when she's buried underground, she'll actually can ram into this tree and knock that item down. I don't think it's anything special. I didn't get it in my last playthrough, so we're just going to assume it's not a great item. What I'm going to do is push forward. This is the Doors of Pharros. And this is not too bad of an area, but this gets back into the Rat King Covenant. So expect maybe the possibility of some player versus player combat. Hopefully it won't be too bad. Alright, you're going to face a few new enemies. You see two of them right here. This mastodon looking enemy. And he will actually come after you. And you can actually stand on this platform right here. It makes it a lot easier. He has great shielding and great range. But unfortunately, once you get behind him, he's not too swift to turn around. So he's not too bad. Next up will be this dwarf enemy right here. And be aware that you are in some pretty deep water. So either come up on the steps and fight him kind of man to man, or... Ow. That was not great. Okay, so we've got another enemy off to the left over here. And we're going to be very quiet with him because we can get a sneak attack on him pretty easily. And we'll open up this chest and get the dragon charm. Now, Gavline, who wields and deals, is ahead this way. You can actually see him. He's going to be right there. What we're going to do is we're going to go back and we're going to collect, get a collection of armor together that we can sell. This is just down below. We're going to open up this treasure chest right here. Oh shit, that's a mimic. No! I cannot believe I got killed by a mimic. Oh, alright. So I've got obviously some backtracking to do. So give me 1 second and I'll be back. Okay, so we are back. And again, my apologies. What we're going to do is we're going to head under this arch, which is what I should have done to begin with, and light this bonfire. That way, if we should happen to die, we'll start back right where we are. Now, again, it's kind of hard to move in this area, but I'm going to two-hand this, and he'll be pretty dead pretty quickly. Alright, Black Scorpion Stinger and Dark Leggings. That is this, which does poison damage, and it has pretty decent physical damage. Stats are not impressive just because there's no type of stat boosting. So I would probably, if you were going to use this, I would probably make it a raw Black Scorpion Stinger. That way you get the most damage out of it possible, and it doesn't ruin any stat bonus boosting. So we obviously won't be using that too much. What are black leggings, which are dark leggings, which are that. That kind of goes with the dark armor set. And I think you get that pretty piecemeal throughout this, because I've got the dark gauntlets already. All I need is the dark helmet, which I don't think I have. So what we're going to do is this. I'm going to run over here. Now, be aware this is very much like the Grave of Saints. Once you enter, you can kind of see this stone structure here that looks kind of like a rat. Once you enter, once you cross over a certain point, you can actually be pulled into other people's worlds. And there's a lot of traps in this area. A lot of traps. So it can become a very dangerous area. I usually try to get through it as quickly as possible. It's not terribly long. There's a few items, but nothing major. But what I'm going to do is I am going to open up my item box here because we're back at Gavlan's permanent home. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to trade out some of these items that I've got. Because frankly, I won't use all of this. I'll keep some of those. What I want to do is actually, I'm going to put away everything and then come over here and take out any duplicates that I've got. And we'll sell those duplicates. So again, same thing here. Just going to dump all of this and take out any duplicates we find. That and that. Alright. Come over here and there's one of those. God, I got a ton of these gauntlets. I don't think I have anything but these leggings that are duplicates over here. Alright. So that should be everything. And I suppose if you want, you could actually take out the level 1 versions of all of these rings. Because you keep your rings from playthrough to playthrough, and I'm not going to ever equip the plain coveted silver serpent ring when I've got the +1, and I can't equip both of them at the same time. So I suppose you could also sell him these items back. Check to see what the price is on all of that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is quickly run over here and show you where Gavlan's at. Now, I have reset the enemies, which kind of sucks, but them's the breaks. Oh, you would have to... Oh, I was hoping to kill him. Now, you got to be careful when you come from the way I did, because this guy does seem to want to protect his friend a little bit more. Coming this way. Come on. There we go. Alright, so we're going to grab these Gurm warrior boots and run up here real quick. I cannot believe I got hit by a mimic chest. That sucks. So we're going to grab this item. It's a life gem, not anything spectacular. And we're going to talk to Gavlan.
Make a deal with Gavlan. Gavlan will. Gavlan what? With Gavlan.
Okay, so I'm going to sell off. Let's go to our... Oh, wait. My mouse is screwing around with me again. Sorry. So basically anything on this page that isn't equipped can be sold because it's all duplicates. So I just sold the Gurm warrior trousers that I just got, so hopefully I'll get another pair of those. That was kind of stupid. So as you can see, going through the Alone Night set is actually pretty worthwhile. So let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna sell off these regular versions. And again, if you could equip both of them at the same time, I wouldn't. But since you can't, there's really no reason to keep them. Because when you go through your second playthrough, you can get them again. So okay, we've sold everything we can. Now let's buy items. Obviously, he still has this Ring of Giants, which it increases my poise. But the big thing is he sells unlimited amounts of poison arrows now. And so we're going to get a ton of poison arrows because those will be very useful in some of the areas that are ahead.
Many deal.
Okay. I don't think...
Gavlan what? With Gavlan?
I don't think Gavlan gives you anything for buying a certain amount. So what we're going to do is I'm going to head back to this bonfire, which is actually a fairly short trip away. And I'm going to go spend some of these souls and trade this boss soul. And when we come back, we will do Doors of Pharros proper. And hopefully not get invaded too much. It's a very short area with a kind of annoying boss. But we'll see if we can get through it fairly easily. So until next time, this is Cliff. I hope everybody takes care. I'll see you later.